And we're introing with dramatic music. Oh, they can hear us, by the way.
Oh, they can. Okay.
We're still on the podcast starting soon scene. Big letters. Podcast starting soon. Dramatic music!
Is there anyone watching?
There was one person there, now it's gone. But still, this will be up on YouTube tomorrow, so...
Yeah. So, do you generally get a lot of views when you do this podcast when you put this on YouTube?
Anywhere from 1 to 15 viewers.
So that has potential to grow into 15 new subscribers for me.
Yep, there you go. Oh, there.
Last time I checked,
crap.
I had 373 subscribers.
I have 32.
Oh, damn, and I thought I was the worst one of the bunch.
Yeah, he recently remade his channel is the thing.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, I had 100-something, but...
He got a copyright strike on an AMV.
Which
shouldn't have made one in the first place.
Yeah, see, the first... Actually, because MrGamingGuitarist is my second YouTube channel. My first YouTube channel was called The Gaming Guitarist, and I started that in 2008 when I was 14. And first video I ever made was a video of me eating pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie?
Because it was Christmas.
That's quite a way to start a channel.
And then the next video, I took a tour, I gave a tour of my house, and I filmed my mom and dad sleeping. But now all of those videos are taken down.
Did they get on your case?
That all those videos are saved onto this computer right here, which is a 2003 Dell Dimension 8400. This 2003 Dell desktop I had, I used that all the way until 2011.
Oh shit. Oh shit, they can see us now. Oh shit. We've got our intro. We're here. We're live.
Now everyone can see my pathetic attempt at a beard.
And Mech has only one eye in frame. And now it's an eyebrow. And an ear. Now it's just hair. Now it's an ear again. Now it's a hand. Oh, hello, Mr. Hand. Hello, Mr. Hand.
Here. I am Mr. Hand. Hello.
Oh, you're Mr. Hands, the crazy horse guy that does questionable things. Hello.
Okay, anyway.
You walked right into that one.
And my camera goes out of focus, and it throws
fine. We're streaming in 720p anyways. So hello everyone, welcome to the Random Podcast of Unknown Intent, number 9.
9.
And hello, Shane Kills.
9.
Mine.
9, now give me your sausage! Nom, 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 nom.
Oh hey, we got somebody watching.
Hello, Shane. Welcome to the podcast.
I can't wait to. I would love it if that was there. The first thing they heard was me doing an angry Hitler eating a sausage.
Hell, that could be the highlight if you want. Highlight starts with sausage. Oh goodness. 9.
Mine sausage.
Mine sausage.
Okay. Well, anyway. Should we get into introductions, or...
Yes, definitely.
It's been a while since I've done one of these.
Yes, and because you've been gone for so long, we're gonna make you go last. Mr. Gaming Guitarist, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us a bit about your channel and where people can find you.
Well, hello everyone watching this. My name is Mr. Gaming Guitarist. And I make videos of me talking about gaming news, sharing my thoughts and opinions on them, and every now and then I also film myself playing games. And the thing is, you know, I generally get tons of views, not tons of views on whenever I'm not doing anything about gaming. For example, I made a video of my reaction to the description of the footage for the Avengers Age of Ultron panel that was shown at Comic-Con this year. I got 13,000 views of that overnight.
Damn.
Whenever I made a video of me playing Destiny, 10 views. However,
first, it's always what's in the first search result.
Yeah, and I was like the 18th search result anytime you
Speak
search
up,
for
Francis.
the
Your voice
Avengers.
got all muffled from your head being so far up
I don't
your
know
ass.
if that's the case anymore.
Flame to
but
65. Thank you for the follow. Sorry about that.
yeah, I need to open up this chat.
That'd probably be helpful, and I need to make the follower thingy a lot bigger. Oh goodness. There we go, now it's decent sized. Sorry guys, but you're the only viewers to this stream, besides me. And then you pull up the list, and there's actually a couple of people in here. We've actually got we've got an audience! Holy crap!
Hooray.
So we're gonna have to actually entertain them.
Oh man, this is... I don't know if we can. We might just have to end the podcast right here now. I don't know.
Bye, everybody.
We're done. We're out of here. Bye-bye.
Finally,
But
I
wait.
can take that shit I've been holding in.
But wait, there's more.
Oh shit, the cameras are back on. We lost Jaren.
Hi, random person with guitar, awesome gaming thing.
Hello, Shane Kills. You know, it's really strange because this is my very first time ever being a part of a stream where there's enough people in the chat room that I get to interact with. So this is a very first-time experience for me.
Streaming, the interactivity is golden. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to be able to interact, and you get your audience interacting with the games you're going through or whatever you're doing, such as a podcast. And so where can they find you?
You can find me at youtube.com/MR, which means Mr. Gaming Guitarist. Because normally some people think it's MISTER. But no, it's MR.
Sure is a good thing that I have it written on the screen for them.
Okay, that's a good sign. The thing is, I can't look at the stream because my computer is so outdated that just having this Twitch chat and this Skype up, my CPU usage is at 53% and I'm at 2.11 out of 4 gigabytes of RAM right now.
Damn.
Okay. Flame65 asks, are each of us students? If so, what do we study? If not, what do you do during your days?
I guess I'll go first then. I am a bachelor student at ITT Tech. I currently hold an associate's degree of applied science in networking systems administration, and I am currently enrolled for a bachelor's in information cyber systems security.
I am a freshman at Stark State University going in for animation. I intend on making my own shows and stuff, maybe throw some stuff on YouTube for that.
I was previously a student at the Art Institute of Houston for audio production, but along the way, some things happened that will take me forever to talk about. But anyway, let's just say that it wasn't everything that I hoped for, and so I don't want to say dropped out, because the term dropped out means you quit, you gave up. But I just figured out that they weren't for me. And so I got a second chance in my life very early on. Some people don't get to do that. When they decide to do something, they just do it and never look back. But me, I got the opportunity to look back. So now I decided, what do I really, really want to do in my life? And so I figured out, as much as I love guitar, I love music, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, rock, and metal, that's what I listen to. I just figured out that I love video games more than anything. And I really loved watching G4, and I would just like to say that Adam Sessler is my hero. He is...
Address the cess.
Oh yeah, were you on that before?
I've not been on Address to Cess, but I've watched it.
I was on there a few number of times, and just being able to talk to him was just I was just in near shit my pants territory because I was so happy. But,
holy shit, I'm talking to the Sashler!
Yeah. So now, so what I'm trying to do is trying to focus on YouTube 100%. I know lots of people say you're going to be homeless if you try to do that, but the thing is, if you're completely committed to it, and if you're like me, where you are still living in the house you grew up with your mom, then things should be fine. However, if anything does happen to where where I don't know if my mom will ever kick me out, but hopefully she doesn't do that. Or else I'm going to be homeless, and we don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping for the best.
So it's always good to
right.
pursue your dreams.
Yeah.
That's the same dream I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get entertainment as well, but
Yeah.
I'm still attending college as my backup plan.
I see.
Okay.
Plus,
me,
I don't really have the means to start paying student loans right now, so
Yeah.
that'd really suck.
Yeah, and the thing too is that because I always want to have a job where I do something within video games, or it's talking about them, like what we're doing right now, or
Yeah.
if, like a job at something at like IGN or GameSpot or Referee Games, anything like that.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, the game journalism sites, they've been losing credibility recently. A lot of them. Whereas there's some say Kotaku, which doesn't really review the games so much, more just reports on them. Those are the ones that still have the most credibility, whereas stuff like an IGN review or a GameSpot review, or worst of all, a Metacritic score.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I know all about that stuff.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, because
this game gets an arbitrary yada 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 yada. You should buy it on these basis alone. Here, take my money.
All right, Mac, I've talked way too much. That is something I am known to do. I never know when to shut the fuck up. I'm going to let you talk.
Shut up and take my money.
I can't reach it! My hair can't go to
Damn it. Did we ever even introduce you properly, Mac?
No.
Introduce yourself. God damn it.
Hi there, I'm MechSoldier. I was on the first random podcast of Unknown Intent with my band of fools, my girlfriend Caitlin, and my one friend Johnny.
Your only friend?
Fuck you, I have friends!
I'm one of them. Oh gosh.
True. Oh.
So what kind of content do you do?
Just some random gaming videos. YouTube's more of a hobby for me. I do gaming videos, Gmod videos. Once I get into animation, I hope to do some little animation video stuff myself and my life and stuff. And you can find me on youtube.com/MechSoldierSalvatore.
And the camera focuses right as you start talking. It was perfect.
I hate my camera. I should get a new
At
one.
least your channel is written on screen for you.
Yes. All right.
Like youtube.com/DrunkSoldierSalvatore. I don't think they know the Salvatore reference. That's going to be a mystery for another day.
Well, the Salvatore is my last name.
No, Salvatore.
Oh.
Remember the joke from right before we started the podcast?
No, I do not know really 3D.
I've never seen that name before either.
Nope.
My one friend, Johnny. Shirtless man. Oh, God. On one of the podcasts, one of the guests lost his right to wear a shirt due to a sexist joke. He had to go the rest of the podcast without a shirt on. Although
Hopefully that won't happen to one of us.
the thing is, the account that got offended was actually a fake account, oddly enough. It still didn't excuse the joke, but it's kind of funny that he offended a fake account.
You know, like you talked about sexism, it may remind me of this one thing. There's this group of people I watch called Video Games Awesome, and they're a bunch of people on a couch, and then you can see them playing the game on the green screen and behind them. And the thing is, they were playing this, I think it wasn't Hot Shots Golf, but Golden Tee Golf. Golden Tee Golf was the name of it. And it was one of those plug-and-play games where it comes with the RCA cables and you plug them directly to your television. And so it looked like it was from the early 90s or something, like an arcade port. And there was like this circular ball that you just turn around. And so the thing is, when they were doing that, it looked like they were moving towards Hitler, like saluting Hitler, how they would swing the ball. And the thing is, one of them got a really bad swing, and the announcer said, after that bad swing, "Does your husband play?"
Oh shit!
This was
I remember you bringing that up.
Yeah,
how the hell did that get past the ESRB and the game still got an E rating? You said
this. Yeah, I think it was kids to adults rating. You remember that rating? I think it was like from 93 or 94.
Damn. How the hell did that make it past them?
Bribery.
Either that or the ESRB didn't look too far into that.
Well, she said it was in like a 95,
over their
96
head.
game or something?
Oh, no, this looked like 93 or 94.
Oh, it looked like it. So it's probably an early 2000s game then.
It's like one of those emulators that you buy at Walmart or something, you know, like where you plug it into your TV and all the games are...
That's probably early 2000s then. That's when they really boomed. I should probably introduce myself as well. Actually, where can they find you, Mech? Or wait, did we do that?
I already said that, yes.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, Sanctus, I forgot to ask, what is the intent of the podcast of Unknown Intent?
It is but a mystery. One you'll have to deduce yourself.
I'm the only one that has the right to do this because I have real facial hair.
I have facial hair all along here.
Okay, never mind. You're good.
I have stubble.
Yeah, it's just the lighting's
It's
above
like I'm
me.
stroking sandpaper, but I can't stop.
Oh god, my hands are bleeding from the sandpaper! Okay, I'll introduce myself. I'm the Sanctus next, Lord of Melons. As so my YouTube channel says. I'm not entirely sure why.
Is Lord of Melons your pimp name?
Sure, we'll go with that.
He just walks around in a green and red suit with a cane with a melon on it.
Nah, I go around slapping melons with my lightsaber cheese knife that's not even on. There we go, lightsaber cheese knife. I go harvest all of the Minecraft melons, and they give me a cut of their slices, and the rest of the slices go to fund me and my hunger addiction. Because I love melons. They're delicious. There's
Now,
my
are we
random
talking about actual melons, or are we talking about female breasts?
Actually, it's a reference to Minecraft that's meant to be
Yes.
taken wrong.
Okay.
It literally is talking about actual melons, like you would find in Minecraft, because there's a whole bunch of jokes that I used to do with melons, but there's another joke with it that just goes hand in hand, wasn't intended, but it's everyone likes big juicy melons. That's the unintended accompanying joke.
Yeah, we
But-
used to didn't we used to like outro our survival videos with and remember everyone likes big juicy melons?
Yeah, we did that a few times. Oh god, there was
that was fun.
Damn it, I keep forgetting to intro myself. Damn it. I'll tell the stories after I intro myself. I'm the Sanctus next, Lord of Melons. I do YouTube and Twitch. Recently on Twitch, I've been doing Sims 3. I need to start back up Pokemon Coliseum. I've been doing a bit of WoW. Mr. Pandaria. Panda Bearland.
Pandaria. Pandaria. The land of the panda bears. Coming this fall.
And on YouTube, I'm doing a Borderlands 2 series with none other than Shane Kills right there in the chat. And, on the other hand, I'm doing a WoW series on YouTube as well. It's a Sado hardcore playthrough where if either of our characters die and can't be revived by another player. In the event where we have to release our spirit, we delete both characters on the spot.
Release the hounds.
Yeah, which basically means we can't do PvP because we're bound to die. And we're reluctant to do dungeons. We cannot use the auction house. We cannot use heirlooms, and we cannot use assistance from other characters on our accounts. The only assistance we can give is from our hardcore characters to each other, which we've managed to get up into the teens so far as our levels. And we're not dead yet, but okay. And you can find me on Twitch or YouTube from the same extension, the Sanctus Next.
Yeah, you got your links down there.
Okay, back to the Melon story. There was a thing I did back in Tekkit Lite, back before I met you, Mech.
Oh, I think I remember it.
This is before you, Mech. This is before I had met you. Or no, it was on Tekkit Classic. No, it was on Tekkit Classic. Before it was named Classic, it was still Tekkit 3 at the time. I had myself a factory being ran off of about 200 redstone engines. And I had a machine in the backyard that would automatically harvest about 80 melon plants, throw them into a crafting bench, an automatic one at that, convert it into melon blocks, and I just had a diamond chest sitting there being constantly replenished with melon blocks. And from there, there was this one guy that me and him were playing jokes on each other all the time. It was silly stuff. But there was one thing I did called the Great Melon War. It was originally called the Great Melon War. But what I did is I took stacks and stacks and stacks of melons over to his house, layered one melon thick across the entire biome. I made a melon biome out of his house. And he laughed his ass off, but it was impractical to undo, so the one of the admins used
World Edit?
Yeah, just to remove the melons in that area. And oh my god. So after that, I made a little memorial next to a bridge by my house, and it's called the Melon Massacre Memorial. And it's remembering those fallen in the Great Melon Purge of 012.
Everyone
like, it actually says 012, just to be weird. And
I'm waiting till somebody somebody commented. Mech Hand Soldier.
Mech Hand Soldier. Mr. Hands! Nothing? You're not going to react to Mr. Hands? There you go. There's a proper response.
Alright.
There was one other thing I did with the melons with the guy. There was a giant rubber tree next to his house. The ones that used to be in Tekkit, the ones that were fucking massive. Those. What I did was I went up to the top of the tree and started planting melons up there. And there were signs up there that would have them having like a whole comm chatter together as if they were melon spies spying on his compound. And I actually hollowed out a bit of the tree. There was a whole little melon command center in there with a bunch of shit going on. There were signs just made to look like simple screens and all that shit. But he got a kick out of it. So he started putting pumpkin spies near my house. Oh gosh, those are good
Melons
times.
and pumpkins. They're always at war. They can never find peace.
Yet.
The only thing they're good for is making pumpkin spice lattes with my Keurig coffee machine.
I've never had a
So
pumpkin
making
spice
delicious,
latte.
got it.
They're pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, pumpkin spice things are actually pretty damn good. I do like pumpkin spice stuff.
Okay, let's...
So, shall we get to our first topic? The one that Mech has not heard anything about.
Oh, yes.
This topic has been 25 minutes in the waiting.
Okay, here's the lowdown. One day, several days ago, it's not been out that long, a demo for a game called PT was released by a studio called 7780 Studios.
Well, 7780s Studios, because there's an S at the end.
Yeah, but no one's ever heard of that studio before now.
Yeah.
That studio doesn't exist. Yet there's a demo for it.
Mm-hmm.
And you play it. You're simply walking down a hallway. Get to the end of the hallway, you go through the door. You're back at the beginning of the hallway. Yet something has changed. And each time you go further and further, more changes keep happening. And eventually the dead come after you. There's a deformed baby in the sink that'll talk to you.
Oh, that thing.
Oh gosh, you saw that, didn't you?
Yeah. At first I thought it was just like a little beating heart and some entrails.
Nope.
But
it's a baby. And it's alive.
I noticed, because
Okay.
that's as far as I got in the video.
Shall we tell him the names that's gonna completely change his perspective on this thing?
Yes. Let me start off. Okay.
Oh, I don't want to do the first one. I want to see if he can pick up on this.
Okay, so you know that this ended up being like a demo for the next installment in the Silent Hill franchise, yes?
Yes.
Okay, but did you know that this new Silent Hill game
I want to tell him.
is?
I'm going to give you.
Okay, we'll do it together. 3.
No, I'm saying something else. I'm saying something else.
Oh.
That's not what I'm saying. I want to see if he can pick up on the other one from these two words. Your first hint. Fox Engine. Do you know what the Fox Engine is?
Okay.
I'll let you do the next one that ties in with Fox Engine.
Okay, so the thing is, the Fox Engine is used in many Konami games. It has been used successfully in 2 franchises so far. The first franchise was Pro Evolution Soccer. More importantly, it was specifically made for...
Metal Gear?
Yes!
Metal Gear Solid 5. The same engine from Metal Gear Solid 5 is in PT. So what's the next name that comes up after that?
Come on. You have to know this.
Wait, are we just moving
Hideo
on?
fucking Kojima. Kojima has a hand in the next Silent Hill game.
But not just any hand. Like, he is the full-on game director.
You do realize that Konami typically... Konami made the Silent Hill games.
Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is, like, this is Hideo Kojima. Well, it's not just Hideo Kojima. Like, his entire development team is making it. Like, it's a full-on Kojima Productions game. That's what makes this so exciting. Because this is the first time...
When has Kojima fucked up a game? Can you think of one off your head?
Never. Well, there was a game for the Game Boy Color that he made.
That doesn't really count. That's Game Boy doesn't really count in a series when you... Because Game Boys are really limited in their ability to portray an artistic idea.
Did they make Ground Zeroes?
Yes.
Then
Well, that was probably the fucking marketing bullshit.
Yeah, that probably has to do with Konami, not
Kojima himself.
Mm-hmm.
Still, Ground Zeroes was fun. It was really fucking short, but it was fun.
Not worth the money, in my
Not
opinion,
worth the
but-
money, yeah, but it was fun. What
Yeah.
was there wasn't fucked up.
Yeah. The only thing that was fucked up about it was it was essentially pretty much
a demo.
A demo that you're
Glorified
being
demo.
forced to pay for.
Yeah.
If this was for free, everyone would be fucking hyped as hell for the Phantom Pain right now.
Exactly, yes.
Yes. Then there's another name.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to say this one.
You're
Okay,
gonna-
so,
you get it.
alright, so, Mech, do you like the Blade movies?
Never seen them.
Okay. Well, anyway, so the next person involved isn't really known for working on video games too often. However, he has directed many
I'm
films.
pulling up a list for him right now.
He has directed films such as Pan's Labyrinth and Hellboy 2 and Pacific Rim.
Ooh.
You have seen Pacific Rim?
Hell yes.
Okay, so the guy that directed Pacific Rim is going to be writing this next Silent Hill game, and that guy is Guillermo del Toro. You've heard of him?
It rings a bell, but I can't think of him off the top of my head.
Okay, well,
Meg just kind of sitting there like, I'm unsure about this.
I am unsure about this. By the way, don't copy my headphones.
I'm copying your headphones now. Or should I say you're copying my headphones? Well, mine has pieces of tape here to null out the clicking. Did you ever notice that when you take your headset like this, it clicks?
Not really, no.
Yeah, I'm talking like the cup has its own separate hinge, and the plastic hits up against the metal.
oh, but the one thing that
Oh,
we
there it
forgot
is.
to mention to you, Mech, is that. Okay, so we're starting to
Do you
notice
like
now.
the-
Every time Kojima does something with the Fox engine, he likes to use an A-list actor now for the main character. So,
Do
guess
you
who
like
the main
Walking Dead?
This might sound like blasphemy, but I have never seen The Walking Dead.
Oh.
the TV series?
Have you ever seen?
TV
Have you at
series
least
or the
seen the
game?
character Daryl?
No, I don't think so.
Hold on, I'll get you a link. I'll let you be able to see his face. But
Okay.
that's the four big things: is Fox Engine, Hideo Kojima, Guillermo del Toro, and what was the other guy?
I'm
the
slowly
name?
getting closer to
Norman Reedus.
my webcam.
Norman Reedus.
Hello, Internet. You can see me, but I can't see you. I'm watching you.
There you go, Norman Reedus.
Okay.
He's Daryl on The Walking Dead.
Norman Reedus.
Norman Reedus. But holy crap, PT will mess with your head.
Oh, he's that. Isn't he that redneck guy on Walking Dead?
Yeah.
You could have said the redneck guy. I would have picked that up. Okay. Anyway,
Ugh. God damn it, Mac. That's about as far as we got. God damn it, Mac. Oh gosh. But this game is crazy. The actual steps to complete the game took tremendous trial and error to actually find.
Yeah, and the thing is, it really does. Even
Real
though
quick. I just need to explain to anyone on the YouTube channel. This is going to have spoilers for PT, so if you don't want to hear this part, mute the stream, and then when we're done talking about it, I'll wave my hands frantically in front of the camera as a sign that it's over.
if I do it, don't pay attention to me.
Yeah, don't pay attention to Mac, because he's a dipshit. Gotcha.
I'll do it the entire time. The stream is muted.
Oh gosh. Well, we're not muting the stream on this end. It's on their end. So, start of the spoilers. Go ahead, Jaren.
Spoiler begin.
Okay, so the one thing about this is it really feels like you're taking Silent Hill, even though this has no direct relation to what the next game is going to be like. This is exactly what it is, a teaser. What they're doing with this, with the next, what they did with this is they didn't tell you anything not a single thing. You had to figure out everything by yourself, and I remember the first time I tried to play through it, I couldn't figure out what the hell to do. I got so frustrated, and then I found out, oh yeah, press R3 to zoom in so the creepy bitch can shut the bathroom door.
Oh gosh.
It took me approximately 35 minutes to get to that point.
This game could potentially sap hours of your life away, and it's just the demo.
Oh, my life. I'm pumping too much time into this game, but I have to figure out how to get past this area. Oh, shit!
Well, it's weird. It's weird how you actually solve the game. What you have to do is you get as far as you can in the game until you get stuck in a loop. And then from there, and this is the biggest spoiler of them all, although it's a demo in the first place and doesn't actually spoil the main game, it's what you do is, here, I'll read this for a quote. People know that they have to get a phone to ring in order to get the Silent Hills ending. Doing so requires getting a clock to chime, as well as getting a certain number of baby laughs. While the solutions were found to the first and final baby laugh, triggering the second laugh seemed random. However, Tortoise on Tour found a method that works. They not only tested it, they tested it 30 times with a 100% success rate. And so what it is there's messages that appear periodically on the screen, and they're in different languages. He translated them to get an esoteric puzzle that you had to rearrange into the right order to get generally where you get through. And that was supposed to tell you that the game, they were able to determine that the game tells you to stop moving once your controller starts vibrating, and then instructs you to utter a specific name into the PlayStation 4 mic. The problem was figuring out the name.
And so the one thing that they did is, like, during the game, I don't know if you got to the part yet, but there's a bunch of a series of numbers, 204863 keeps being repeated over and over again, and lots of people are wondering, what the hell does this mean? Because technically you don't need to know anything about those numbers to finish it. However, it turns out 204863 is a code for Hideo Kojima's birthday, August 24th.
No, it's not.
1963.
No, it's not. That was debunked. That's not what it is.
Okay, except for the 0 that's in there. The rest of them...
that's not it. That is not it. Here, I'll tell you what it actually is.
It's a code for the word tree?
That's
they talked about
that's
that
part of the
later on.
cipher. That's part of the cipher. Okay. Tortoise on Tour was able to connect the seemingly random loading screen numbers as well as the numbers of the studio 204863 and 7780 to specific letters of the alphabet. Tortoise on Tour also recalled that at one point in the game you get a message from someone with a name that starts with the letter J. From there, Tortoise on Tour was able to whittle down potential candidates using the letters they solved and landed on the name Jareth, which refers to the Book of Enoch. And so that means the story has the potential to involve fallen angels. In any case, if you say Jareth at the final loop of the demo, you'll get the second baby laugh consistently. Tree is the cipher to get you 2 of the letters out of there. From there, the message gives you the J, the very first one. And then using a limited selection of names that fit those letters, you get Jareth from the Book of Enoch. So it actually had nothing to do with the birthday at all. It was a cipher for Jareth.
I know, but it also meant his birthday too, which is kind of cool. But the one
that kind of completely omits the 0.
I know.
Like it just
other than
sweeps the
that.
0 under the rug. So I don't find any credibility with that.
Cool,
Yeah,
cool
sure.
story, bro. Tell it again.
And the weird thing about this is I never would have been able to know that at all. It's like, the thing is, once you think you know everything there is to know about it, someone else, you look at the internet, comes up with something that makes complete sense, and, it's like, it feels like you're in the mind of a conspiracy theorist trying to figure out what does everything in this demo mean.
You know nothing.
You really do know nothing, Mac. You can play the game 5 times and get 5 completely different experiences. That's how much content they packed into this demo.
And it's funny how much depth they put into something that at first appears so simple as a looping hallway over and over again.
You look so excited, Mac. Oh, goodness. But yeah, I'm curious to see how Silent Hills goes.
Yeah, and
if you've got Guillermo del Toro and Hideo fucking Kojima on the Fox engine, holy shit! And plus, Daryl's a pretty good actor.
Did you see the live Twitch stream that Hideo Kojima and Jeff Keighley did during Gamescom?
Nope.
They talked more about it, and they showed more gameplay for Metal Gear Solid for the Phantom Pain. But then after that, they did a Q&A session, and fans asked questions about PT. What does this mean? Kojima doing Silent Hill, and he gave this quote. Now I don't know. I'm paraphrasing this here, but what he said is, some people think that if you play a game, if you make it too scary, no one is going to play it. He said, and Kojima said, and I quote, "I'm saying to hell with that rule. If it's too scary for you, then we don't care, so be it." That's what he said. He said, at first, Hideo at first said, when we started doing this project, he said, me and Guillermo were saying, first, we wanted to make a game that wanted to make you piss your pants. Now, we're going to make a game that will make you shit your pants. That's what he said.
If you buy the collector's edition, they'll include free toilet paper.
An exchange of underwear.
And they also said that even when they were playtesting prototypes they have for Silent Hills right now, a lot of the game testers, they are too scared to play it themselves.
Perfect. Beautiful.
And even Kojima himself is afraid to try it out.
Beautiful! If you're making an actual scary game for once.
This is exactly what Silent Hill needed. And the thing is I'm starting to notice a huge resurgence in the survival horror genre, because now, I think this all started with Amnesia, and then it started off with the smaller indie titles. First there was Amnesia, and then we got Slender, and then we got Outlast, and then Daylight, which Daylight was a piece of shit, forget that fucking thing. And then after that, we got, and now we're getting PT, and now we're starting to see the AAA market being inspired by these smaller indie titles. So now we're getting The Evil Within, which is a brand new IP from Shinji Mikami, the creator of Resident Evil.
I've actually heard a couple of bad things about Evil Within.
Yeah, I've been hearing some mixed things about it myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now we're seeing Resident Evil even trying to change it up, because now Resident Evil Revelations 2 got announced instead of doing Resident Evil 7. So it's like they're trying to push it back to their roots. And so, yeah, I'm really enjoying that. It feels like we're going into a great new era for survival horror.
Yep.
Oh, this is gonna be a good coming couple of years.
Yeah.
This is gonna be good.
I have keys.
You are very distracted, and the frames are dropping. Oh well, I'm recording it locally anyway, so we're continuing on. So, shall we move to our next topic? Which I think we should continue on to. Metal Gear Solid 5 is coming to PC.
Yeah, during the Gamescom stream, like they showed that, and it showed Snake hiding in a cardboard box, and there was a little red valve on one side. Then the camera flipped over, and then on the other side, you saw the Steam logo, and then a bunch of steam coming out of the box. And when this happened, I shit you not, the live audience that was there almost gave a standing ovation.
I would have stood as well.
Yeah.
I would have fucking stood as well.
If anyone was questioning how big PC gaming is, I mean, that's your proof right there. Because me, myself, I normally don't play on PC. I normally play on PS4, PS3, 360, just consoles. But even I know that this is going to be a huge thing, and it's almost like I'm starting to see a change too. Because normally Japanese publishers, developers, they don't really care a lot about the PC because they get most of their sales through consoles, even through handhelds, and even the arcade scene in Japan is thriving there. But
Sony, PlayStation 4, Nintendo.
Yeah, and what I meant is the third-party publishers.
Yeah,
that's what I meant, not the console makers themselves. But it really shows a much more change in them wanting to do something for the PC. Because I believe Street Fighter, Resident Evil, and even Metal Gear Rising or Vengeance, all of those, and even the last two Silent Hills, they all came out on the PC.
Yeah, which is kind of interesting, because this is the first Metal Gear Solid game on the PC since, what, 2?
Yeah.
Metal Gear Rising is a parallel storyline, it isn't a solid game. That is a hack and slash by the people who made Bayonetta. It's an amazing game, but it's not Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
It is Metal Gear Rising. It is its own thing.
And
its own glorious
let's
thing.
Let's take Raiden and pull him out of the Solid series.
Yeah. And the thing that I really enjoy, I'm going to like about this too, is that, you know, like a lot of the demos they've shown for this game so far was on the PS4. And it's running at 1080p, 60 frames per second, and it looks incredible. I can't even imagine what the fuck this is going to look like in ultra settings with a damn Titan.
Oh my gosh. The Fox engine! This is the fucking Fox engine!
And they said that this engine, that the Fox engine was built by Kojima Productions so that it's very easy to port it to multiple different platforms. So I'm guessing this is why they can bring it to PC.
Well, the thing is, that's kind of half true. The PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, they're not on the Power PC architecture anymore.
They're on x86, just like a normal PC.
Yep. So that means they have the same type of architecture as a computer already from the ground up. That in itself. Perfect. Oh god! The arm.
Yeah, that's my text tone.
PC gaming noob question here. I hear the word architecture all the time, but I don't understand. What does architecture mean?
That's referring to the instruction set. For a while, we were back in older computers, we were using something called PowerPC. That's its own architecture. It has its own quirks and all that. I don't know that much about it, but I know it's old. Then, for the past decade or so, we've been using an architecture called x86, otherwise known as 32-bit, which can address up to, I think it can address up to 4 gigs of RAM total, and it can assign up to 1 gig of RAM per program. So it was strong for its time, but its time is long gone. So now it's actually quite weak. Now we're mostly on an architecture called x64, also known as 64-bit. It can reference up to 128 gigabytes of RAM, if I remember correctly. And it can send however much RAM it needs to whatever fucking program it wants. And that's what most of us are on right now, is x64. I know Mech's on x64, I know I'm on x64. I don't know about your all-in-one, Jaren, it might be 32.
Well, this is running Windows 7 64-bit.
Okay, you're on a 64-bit you're on a 64-bit system then. There's another architecture that's still in like the drafting phase and all that. It's 128-bit. And it's intended to be open source as well, which is all a bunch of implications and all that, and there's like an ungodly amount of RAM you can put on it and all that jolly good shit. But that's the different architectures. Then there's also one on cell phones called ARM or something. I don't know anything about that.
ARM.
Oh goodness.
Pasty arm.
God damn it. But still, for Metal Gear Solid 5 to go to PC, that's an amazing step in the right direction. That's setting a huge precedent for
And I
so
think
many
this
other
will be the
creators.
first Metal Gear Solid game ever to be released on Steam also.
Yes. Wait, yes.
Yeah.
There's Metal Gear Rising, but as I said, that's not a solid
Now we
game.
just need to bring the HD collection to it as well.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yes.
If they brought HD Collection to PC,
So now you can play. Now you can.
take my money, Hideo Kojima!
Now you can play. So that way you can play
Shut up and
Sense of
take my
Liberty. Snake Eater,
Take
and
my
Peace
money,
Walker.
Hideo.
However, I wonder, because MGS4 said it was only possible on the PS3, and because the Legacy Collection was only available on the PS3 because it included Metal Gear Solid 4.
Well, the reason for that is all the games are written for PowerPC. They're not written for x86.
I see.
That's the main reason they haven't been ported, because when they port from PowerPC to x86, they basically got to rewrite the base coding.
I see.
That might explain why Grand Theft Auto 5 is coming to PC a whole lot sooner than we had anticipated.
A whole lot sooner.
No, you want to know why they took so damn long with GTA 5? It's because they were worried about pirates and dropping sales on the consoles, because, I could just get it on PC. What they don't realize is that the whole piracy argument is mostly invalid because a sale that never would have happened to begin with doesn't really count. Because I'm not going to ever buy it on console. I want it,
True.
but I'm not going to buy it on console.
No,
I have it on
bought,
console.
I bought it day one. I waited in line at GameStop at midnight. The second game I ever waited at midnight for. The first one was Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
Did you have fun with like the whole Rockstar Club errors thing?
Oh, well, I don't play multiplayer anyway, so I didn't do any of that stuff.
Okay.
Ah,
Oh, and I did play GTA Online one time before, and it's ruined me. Ruined me for life. Because the thing is, there's a mission, and if you're wondering what this is, I'm resting my foot on my seat cushion. That is a weird thing I'm known to do.
That's
you're
not
wondering
a
what this is.
knee. Show some shame. Put it away. Oh God, put it away.
So,
whore!
You shameless person. Please
We shall
continue.
stone you to death. But all I have are gloves. No glove, no love.
well,
God.
Oh wait, I do have an oddly shaped stone.
Is that an ashtray?
No, but if I have it around my mother, she might use it as one.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So what happened was I was doing this mission where you're supposed to this is like in the very beginning, you're supposed to customize your car. And all this one person did the entire time was just run me over or try to do a drive-by on me, and I could hear him on my headset, and it's so fucking annoying. And all he said was, "Fucking faggot, yeah, fuck you, faggot, fuck you, you fucking no faggot, dad, you faggot." That's all I ever heard. This guy must have been 16 or 18 or whatever. But the thing
14.
is, normally
Probably
you
14.
you would expect this kind of behavior, stereotypically, generally speaking, from Xbox Live. But this is from the fucking PS3. And that, yeah. And
That's
you
what
know,
happens when somebody gets banned from Xbox Live.
And so now, that just solidified why I don't play games online.
Typically with me, I end up making private sessions.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Go with people you already
Because-
know.
Because fuck the public. Fuck the public.
Fuck
Yeah.
the police! What the hell was that?
That was some weird thrusting move that I regret doing.
You should do it
Someone's
again.
Someone's gonna make a GIF of that.
There you go, guys. You've heard your call. Make a gif of it. It's not gonna come out very well because it's kind of blurry, but it'll look weird anyways. Oh god, he's still doing it.
Face
Oh.
the blur.
Fear the blur. I shall infiltrate your screen with
Do it.
blur.
Oh god. So, from that topic, goes on to our next Metal Gear Solid 5 topic. They showed more gameplay footage. The mission that they did at E3, they attempted it again. Except, they used completely different methods. And they showed how the game would react to your previous attempts, and how it would be different depending on what route you take, what time of day, like how many guards there are or not, like if reinforcements happen to be visiting, and it was really awesome. There was one of the first things he did was he took the horse out to the road, commanded it to take a shit, then ran off the road, hid behind a rock, and watched as a truck drove up, lost all traction after driving on the horse shit, spinning out there all day. Is like, what the fuck just happened? So he runs up, tags the thing to be airlifted out and snatched away while they're still in it. So he just got a truck and 2 soldiers out of it by spitting them out on a pile of shit. There's Metal Gear Solid 5 for you.
That's the one weird thing about Metal Gear is that, and it's kind of almost working against Kojima the way I'm looking at it, because he says he's trying to tell this really serious story, but then you can do all of this other crazy. You can take a sheep and you can use the I forget what the name of it is, but you can
You can have it airlifted out.
Yeah, airlifted over to your base. And he's screaming all over the way.
It's just like in
Peace Walker.
Peace Walker and earlier, because you could do it in the early game
Oh yeah, the
too.
Fulton recovery system. That's
Yeah,
what
the
it's
Fulton
Yeah.
recovery system. Yeah, it literally it pulls them up a bit. They hover there for a moment, like, what's going on?
Yep.
And
That's one thing I loved about it.
The thing is, from him picking up that goat, he basically stole the kill from a pack of wolves, which were staring at him from a nearby ridgeline. So he got on the horse and fucking hauled it out of there. Because the wolves will try to kill you if you stay.
And I think this is the first time there was animals too in
Yep.
a Metal Gear game.
Well, no, there was
With the
Snake Eater.
corruption of a snake eater.
Yeah.
But that was more
But the biggest
huntable
animals,
stuff.
yeah, biggest animals being what? Birds, dogs.
I think the dogs were the only real animals in there. I think there might have been some goats.
Right,
Maybe.
there was like a goat or two back on the mountain, and any dead bodies there'd be vultures.
Yeah. And then there was the glowing mushrooms, which refilled your batteries. Yes, Snake. Eating mushrooms refills your batteries. What is he
Just
talking
tell-
about?
Just tell him they refill his batteries. He's going crazy out there.
Oh, that was glorious. There was another thing he did during the E3 demonstration. There was a helicopter patrolling the area. And he was wanting to get in a jeep and escape the area. But the helicopter was in a holding pattern directly above the jeep. He simply couldn't get on it and drive it away. So he put explosives on the jeep and then started the Fulton recovery so that the C4 laden Jeep got pulled up into the helicopter, where it proceeded to explode, spin out, and crash.
Yes.
And it was
Very clever.
beautiful.
So much for stealth.
Yup, and then he fucking hauled it down the road, called for his horse, which came up to him. There's bullets pinging around him, you can hear it. So he drives off, hops in a helicopter, flies away like he owns the place.
Yeah, the other thing that confused me is they said if you like stand on an object large enough where you can be on it while it's being pulled into, you can return to Mother Base that way too.
Yep.
And so, could you end the mission that way as well, or does it have to be exported through the chopper?
I don't know. They didn't really cover that in the demonstration. But on the after the single player mission, they showed more multiplayer content. And
yeah.
previously at E3, they showed a bit of multiplayer content, and an enemy player stole some of his resources. So now, in the Gamescom presentation, he's going to go steal his resources back, and some of theirs. So he goes up to, like, shipping containers and uses Fulton Recovery on them, and steals their shipping containers full of shit. Which it had goat emblems on there, so I assume it was filled with goats. And he went over and did that for 2 more cases, but then there was a 3rd case sitting there. He got on top of it, used Fulton Recovery, rode it up to the top of a tower, and jumped off onto the top of the tower.
That is
and basically
physics I like.
skipping the entire staircase. And from there, he was able to basically scout out the entire base. It was beautiful. There's drones flying around that you have to worry about. There's, like, laser grids you have to worry about. There's gun cameras.
Pretty much everything from all the other Metal Gear Solid games.
Yes, it's beautiful. It was beautiful.
With a customization feature that was previously explored back in Peace Walker, where you could upgrade Mother Base. Oh my god! Except this wasn't based for.
This isn't the same Mother Base, because Mother Base gets destroyed in Ground Zeroes. Like, that's already been shown. That's a spoiler, but kind of Ground Zeroes was basically a prequel demo. But Mother Base did get destroyed in Peace Walker. Not in Peace Walker, in Ground Zeroes. It's the same Mother Base from Peace Walker.
And then someone's just giving... I don't even know what that face is.
Craigasm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's hearing all this shit we're talking about. It's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Since your Mother Base got destroyed, and seeing how there's a Mother Base used for the multiplayer aspect, I'm assuming that a new one is built.
Oh, yeah.
And from that one, you can upgrade it and all that, get multiple platforms, get resource platforms, defensive measures, guards, all the 9 yards.
Ant! There's an ant on my wall!
Did you defeat it?
I killed it.
Murder.
I never played Peace Walker, so I never really got to experience dealing with your, like, managing Mother Base.
Did you play Portable Ops?
No.
Oh.
I don't have a PSP, or a Vita, or a DS, or a 3DS.
It wouldn't. I don't think it's on DS. But if you ever get the HD collection
Yes,
think,
Disc 2.
Yeah, that has Portable Ops and Peace Walker on it, I think. Or is it just Peace Walker?
Yeah, it's just Peace Walker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the HD collection came with 2, 3, and Peace Walker.
Which I'm pissed they didn't have 1 in it.
Yeah.
It's probably because they had already recently redid 1 as the Twin Snakes. Twin Snakes was the remake of 1.
Oh.
And that's still fairly recent. You look at it on the GameCube and it still looks fucking amazing.
Oh, right, it was on the GameCube. That was the Metal Gear I remember looking for when I had a Wii.
Fun fact, Hideo Kojima was not involved in that game.
Twin Snakes?
Yeah, David Hayter funded the entire thing because originally
Well,
Konami wanted to
it's still I've played 1 and I've played Twin Snakes. It's the same game. So the influence that Hideo Kojima put in there previously are still there.
Because I heard the story about Twin Snakes was that David Hayter took a pay cut to get all the other voice actors back.
And then there's just another text from Caitlin.
You like to play Castlevania.
That's a reference to 1. Yeah, that's referencing 1. Metal Gear Solid 1 and Twin Snakes both had a feature when you were fighting Psycho Mantis. If you had searching games on your memory card, it would actually say in the game, like, you like to play Castlevania. And it's meant to get in your head as the player. And then you have to end up putting your controller in port 2 just to be able to fight him.
That sucked for me.
You never
You wanna
found
know
that
why
out.
that sucked? No. Here's the problem. I couldn't do that. I had it emulated on my computer, and if I disconnected my USB controller, I couldn't use it.
There's a way to change that. It's a drop-down box in the gamepad settings. You change the number from 1 to 2.
I tried that; it wouldn't let me. But anyway, I did.
Well,
figure
you
out
did it wrong
after
then.
Well, I did end up beating him. It was a pain in the ass on the 7th try. I realized every 5 punches I would throw at him, the 5th would hit.
That's probably just meant to be a brute force method. So,
Yeah,
like, there's
I
still
went brute
some
force
method. Like,
Yeah.
oh my
I
gosh.
couldn't
This
try
is...
the one thing with shooting the statue, but okay. Moving on, back to the multiplayer topic. From my perspective, it looks kind of like it's kind of got the Watch Dogs multiplayer technique to it, where you would go. I think it's where you go into someone else's game.
Yep.
And you try to fuck their shit up.
How it works is you go to someone else's base, try to steal stuff and capture an objective. If they find you, you lose.
And the thing, too, about it is, like you mentioned Watch Dogs, yeah, it's a perfect comparison to it because it almost looks like you're a part, it's still a part of the campaign, even though it's really not, but you're still playing as Big Boss no matter who you are.
Except you're fighting Big Boss.
Yeah,
As
that
Big
was
Boss.
weird.
There was multiplayer in...
What is this?
There was multiplayer in Metal Gear Solid 4, but at the time I didn't have the internet to try it out.
Oh yeah, that was Metal Gear Online.
I
never played it.
There was an online multiplayer for portable ops as well.
Yes.
And
I
my
do that.
my favorite thing to do, and it accomplished very little, is I would go as the character Rykov from Metal Gear Solid 3 with only a trank gun and a cardboard box in fucking multiplayer. And I'd just be doing circles around people in the box. And because you're on a PSP, the controls aren't that good. So
Single analog stick.
they're having trouble shooting me the whole time. And then I'll just randomly take off the box and just dive into them and knock them down. And then put on the box and circle that again. Yes, that is the exact song that was going through my head at the time, and it was wonderful. If I can ever recreate that in this game, oh my gosh, I'd have to make a video on it. I'm probably gonna do a Metal Gear Solid 5 series because it's gonna be on PC.
Oh yeah.
That's a near
if I
certainty.
end up
Oh yeah. Well, the thing with
Nobody knows who to go. I'm thinking of a number of 1 through 5. Whoever's closest goes first.
7.
5.
Jaren.
Okay.
God
So-
damn it! I thought it was 7.
So, yeah, you said you were going to film a walkthrough of it on PC. I am probably going to get it on the PS4 because I don't know when I'm going to get my next computer. So, and I also played Ground Zeroes on PS4, and I had no desire to play through that damn thing again. And I think your save file carries over too into Phantom Pain.
Well, if it's coming on the Steam, if they follow the same route that they did with Metal Gear Rising, it's probably going to get a price drop for Ground Zeroes.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh,
If it drops down to like $5-10 for the sake of making content on it, yeah, I'll get it. If it was just for me wanting to play it, no. But I do want to be able to share it with people.
Podcasts!
Podcasts!
Oh, by the way, Sanctus, I forgot to pee before we started this.
Yeah, goddamn genius.
Hey, where are you going? Get back here! Get the fuck back here!
Hey! Hey, asshole!
Hey!
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 Asshole! Hey!
Hey! Hey!
Hey!
Is
Hey,
this
how did you
Hey, asshole!
is this a routine that you two always do? Because this seems like it's been rehearsed many times.
Oh, me and Mech
I
have
got-
done series on YouTube all the time.
Yes, I bought it.
Yes. I like that artwork.
It's Metal Gear fucking Solid! Bye-bye,
Yeah, I am one
person!
of those assholes that went out to the store and bought a $30 game
Oh,
for 1 hour of gameplay because I knew what I was getting into, but I wanted Metal Gear, so I wanted to play it so much instead of being a sensible person and just getting the game from GameFly. I bought the fucking thing
and didn't
on a
like
physical copy.
didn't a few weeks later it dropped by $10 too?
No, it was originally going to be $40 for PS4 and Xbox One, $30 for PS3 and 360 for physical, $20 and $30 for digital on 8th gen, $20 for digital on 7th gen, but they dropped each of the prices down by $10. So now $30 for PS3, for PS4, Xbox One physical, and $20 for PS3 360 physical, $10 whatever. That's a tongue twister. I haven't breathed in a while. That was just one giant sentence.
Drink your juice. Catch your breath.
So, how about
Oh, boy.
Full Metal Alchemist?
Oh, I
about
don't.
to smack you. It's up to Kate.
I am not an anime person, so please continue.
So it just leaves again. God
Where
damn
the
it.
hell do you think you're going? Get back here, mister!
Hey! Hey!
Hey!
Hey! Hey!
Hey!
Hey!
Testing.
Yeah, Skype kind of prevented you from spiking really loud. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Jaren
Yeah,
got wrecked!
Yeah, I still had my headphones on the entire time, so I
Hey.
could hear this whole routine.
Hey!
This whole Chong routine.
Hey!
Dave's not here.
Hey! Get back in here!
So says the Renji in chat. Oh, goodness.
So, how about that Full Metal Alchemist?
Damn it. That has nothing to do with their topics.
Just don't call it short, and there will be no problem. Also,
What's
Even
that here about Full
transportation.
Metal Alchemist being short?
I don't know what the hell you two are talking about.
Neither do I.
Okay.
I don't even know what we're talking about. So you're
Don't
you're
call
part
him
you're
little.
part of the group.
Don't call him little!
Oh goodness, I don't even know anymore. Lol, off-topic stuff.
Even being off topic, we are on topic because this is the podcast of unknown intent.
Yes, even the off topic is on topic.
If you pull up the Mech, if you pull up the article from if you pull up the article labeled "Take a Good Look at Metal Gear Solid 5's Multiplayer," one of the GIFs in there actually shows you the
Fulton recovery.
Yeah. Which
Yeah,
I'm actually
I saw
gonna.
the whole video. It's
Yeah, I'm
fucking
gonna. I'm actually gonna bring it on screen for a moment so people can see it. Gotta love region capture. Am I gonna get it?
I'm looking at the Twitch stream right now, and it's really weird seeing the delay.
Yeah, there's about a 20-30 second delay. Bam! And now, on screen, people can see him using Fulton recovery to climb to the top of a tower. And it's beautiful.
It is.
It is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a
Because
work
not
of
only
fucking
do you
art.
have to go around the map itself, you can use the entities in it itself for... I lost my train of thought. Fuck.
You can use the entities themselves for transport.
Yes.
Can you imagine a mission where you have to infiltrate the White House and you pick up the full White House and Fulton recovery it?
Holy
I just
shit.
imagine that.
Somebody... I have to... Fuck, I'll make a gif of that.
A
Because
gif of
that'll be
what?
fun.
A gif of what? Someone Fultoning the White House?
Just a full recovery, a tiny little balloon on the side pulling the entire White House away.
Never before has the White House been fucked with this much since Independence Day.
Oh. Them aliens.
Olympus has fallen. White House down.
We're not crying, we're vomiting from our eyes.
Wait a second. This isn't White House down. This is White House up!
And now I imagine the
You just watch it go up.
poster of Up. The poster of Up, just full recovery devices.
Yes! That's how the story of Up was done. It was a Fulton recovery device. That's all it was. That was the entire movie. Is Snake went up to their house and put a Fulton recovery device on it, and that's it.
It did make it back to Mother Base because Miller got pissed off at him. Mother Base had too many people in it. People were falling overboard.
Yeah, they were running out of glazed donuts to give to everyone.
Is
Because you know, military band, they live off of glazed donuts.
Is anyone here watching The Strain on FX?
Nope.
My dad.
Okay. Robin Atkin Downs, the voice actor for Miller in MGS5, he makes the voice of like the main vampire leader in The Strain.
Not bad.
Nice.
And he was also Travis Touchdown in No More Heroes.
Never heard of it.
And it was a game from Suda51, the same guy that made Killer 7 and Lollipop Chainsaw.
Gotcha. So, shall we move on to our
River.
final topic?
2 years ago.
Man, I have been shitting all over Ubisoft lately, and now here is my prime opportunity to shit on both Ubisoft and Nintendo, 2 in 1, killing both birds with one stone.
Or, in this case, one shit!
Oh!
Very good that you used the French voice, because Ubisoft are a bunch of Frenchies.
That's a wonderful way to put it. So, our topic we're referring to is Watch Dogs is going to be Ubisoft's final mature game for the Wii U. Ubisoft won't be publishing any more mature games on Nintendo's console after Watch Dogs, according to the company's CEO. And they're saying they base this off of Guillemot explained that the Wii U game sales only made up 3% of the company's total for the last fiscal year. You're kind of Nintendo, you get revenue from several different places. That's a lot of fucking money still. In contrast, the PS4 and Xbox One made up 9 and 6% respectively, despite not even being out for an entire year. if it's a third of the amount of the PS4 and half of the amount of Xbox One, that's still a considerable number of sales to get their profit from. So they're dismissing profit. And they said, what we see is that Nintendo customers don't buy Assassin's Creed. Well, no fucking wonder. No fucking wonder. The people with Nintendos, a lot of the people that have like the Wii's and Wii U's are on the budget side and tend to only get one console. Like, that's one of the main reasons to get it, because it's the budget console. And they simply haven't been bringing Assassin's Creed over to the Nintendo stuff. There's been no opportunity to buy it.
Well, Assassin's Creed 3 and Black Flag both came out on the Wii U, but I believe they said that Ubisoft said that the 12, maybe less than 12% of all of their sales came from the Wii U version of Assassin's Creed 4. But that's
still additional sales.
I know, and the thing that I don't understand too is that I guess it's sort of in a dilemma, because they don't know whether to make this a port of, if they want the Wii U version to be a port, or like the same version that's on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC, or make it be the last gen versions and just make that as your Wii U version. And the other thing too is the gamepad. No one knows how to implement it, and the thing that's strange about this whole gamepad situation is I noticed a lot of games today coming out lately have these second screen apps coming in. Where the hell was all this for the Wii U? You know, it feels like it would be a perfect fit. Just put your second screen app in as part of the gamepad interface in your main game. And
Battlefield 4.
Yeah, but EA and Ubisoft, they don't give a fuck about Nintendo. So.
Yep.
And I guess they're doing just fine without them if that's their fucking attitude about it. It's like World War II all over again. France, Italy, America, all butting heads again.
Yeah.
Nintendo has become that third world country nobody wants anything to do with.
Even though they're one of the most technologically advanced countries in the world.
Yes. It's I started off with Nintendo games. I like their games, but...
Well, I started off with... Okay, so if we're going to go through my history here, I started off with an N64,
Same.
and then I got a GameCube, and then after that, I started to notice there's so many games coming out that's not available on the GameCube that I really want to play. Why is that? And I'm starting to notice this even when I was a wee lad, when I was like 10, 11...
When you were a wee lad.
When you were a wee lad!
During the GameCube days. And it's because I started to notice there is barely third-party support for Nintendo, and so I got a PS2 so that I could finally play all the games that I missed out on. And the thing that I noticed is a lot of those games I really wanted to play, they weren't Sony exclusive. They were just third-party games back then. The games that I got. When I first got my PS2, the first 3 games I ever got was Need for Speed Underground 2, GoldenEye Rogue Agent, and Prince of Persia Warrior Within. I believe, with the exception of Underground 2, none of those games were available on the GameCube. And so, later on, then, after I got my PS2, I got a Wii in Christmas 2006. I remember being so happy, because I have this brand new thing. It's all new and shiny, and there's going to be a whole bunch of great experiences for it. Here's the thing. The only games I can count on one hand the games I own for my Wii. And here we go. It was Wii Sports, Twilight Princess, Metroid Prime 3 Corruption.
And Twilight Princess was a port.
Yeah, so the Metroid Prime 3, the Simpsons game, if you remember that, and Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
Oh god, the Simpsons game.
Well, the thing is, it's...
Go
ahead.
One thing I also noticed about certain third-party games is there is different gameplay implemented into the Wii version.
Oh yeah, because that was the other thing I saw too. Because one particular example that strikes me is Splinter Cell Double Agent. The versions that came out for the PS2 and the Xbox and GameCube, they are a completely different game than the PS3 and Xbox 360 versions. And so I'm thinking, like, it was like exactly like that too. For I think Call of Duty 3 is one that strikes my brain. I remember the Wii
It
version.
strikes your brain.
The Wii version was completely different than the 360 version was.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they use the same name, but completely different experiences. And the thing that, and I'm starting to notice that is starting to go away with this new system, with these newer systems with the cross-gen. Because I think
It's because the Wii U actually has most of the inputs there, whereas like the Wii had a reduced number of buttons and stuff.
Yeah, because I noticed, like, Wolfenstein: The New Order, Thief, Assassin's Creed 4, Call of Duty Ghosts, all of those games, like, they are pretty much just the exact same game on both the 7th and 8th gen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so we're starting to see a point now where it's like Ubisoft doesn't want to do that anymore for the Wii. So, there's a fucking fly here. But Ubisoft wanted to do that
Fly.
for the Wii anymore.
I'll get you, Fly, if it's the last thing I ever do.
Oh shit, now there's one in here.
So now,
It's
That was just
happening.
and so it's a problem with Nintendo and their third-party support. Because,
Your head's
yeah.
cut off again. Thank you.
yeah, that's a huge problem, third-party support, because Nintendo doesn't want to make doesn't want to make their hardware powerful enough to be on par with the PS4 and the Xbox One, and it's like they don't care about doing that, so it's like they pretty much have to say goodbye to their third-party support.
Oh goodness. For me, I started off with the N64, just like you did. And from there, I got the PlayStation 2 because I saw a commercial for Shadow of the Colossus. That was what sold it for me.
Ah, a legitimate Sony exclusive.
Yep. Oh my gosh, fucking Shadow of the Colossus. Even now, if you play it on an emulator and override the resolution, you pretty much can't tell the difference between it and the HD version. Because it looked that good. They used a ton of graphical shortcuts and it looked amazing. The render distance was really far in that game. And through tweaking the system, it's using less than 66% of the processor's power in the PlayStation 2. And from there, I got of course, the GameCube, because I wanted to play Smash Brothers Brawl. I loved Smash Brothers 64. That was my childhood. And then I got to play Brawl.
Oh, you mean Melee, not Brawl.
Oh, Melee, yeah, Melee, yeah. I'm thinking about 64. You said Brawl, and it's... I have an hour and 27 minutes of stuff rolling around in my head right now, so...
And Caitlin keeps texting me.
And, of course, I got to play the Twin Snakes on GameCube.
I should have gotten it.
Yeah, I got the GameCube in December 2002, and I remember the games that I got for it. Very first ones, it was Super Smash Bros. Melee, and it was NBA Live 2003.
Doing the P dance.
After that,
I'm waiting till we get there.
go pee!
No,
If
Go
I
pay.
can walk off screen, you can walk off screen.
we yell at you for doing it.
We'll
And
yell
I'm
at you,
gonna-
too!
And we'll yell at you. We're
So
gonna
go
come
do
on the
it!
whole
Go ahead.
thing.
It'll
Go
take
ahead,
you
yeah.
like 30 seconds! God damn.
I put on my ears.
He's gotta put on his damn fake elephant
Don't
ears.
drop them in the toilet.
So from there, I got an original Xbox. Not long after that, I found out a way to put custom firmware on it. And note, I'm still like 13 or 14, and I've got an Xbox with custom firmware on it. And from there, I was using the operating system called Unleash X. And then there was another operating system called Xbox Media Center. But I had that open up as an application.
Are these firmware updates official from Microsoft?
No. This was...
Oh, so these are like aftermarket
These are
mods.
hacks. This
so
is
see,
completely
I didn't know
changing
you
the
could do
firmware.
that.
Yeah, you're not supposed to change the firmware on the Xbox.
I didn't know that that the original Xbox could do this, and this is like back then. Really, I did not know that.
Yeah, on Xbox Media Center, there was a third-party script that someone wrote, and it was distributed. You could watch YouTube on an Xbox on your TV, and it was amazing.
Damn, that's predicting the future.
I know. It was amazing. And not just that, I had Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind directly on the hard drive. Doesn't matter if I have the disc in there or not. I set it to run. It runs. The loading times were basically cut into a fourth. Because as we know, Morrowind's loading times were atrocious on the console.
It fell in the toilet.
It fell in the
Son
toilet.
of a bitch.
You predicted the fucking future.
I win the internet.
Okay, that was what I get for not putting on the adhesive.
Oh my god.
That's what she said.
Oh. The implications.
On a similar topic, I had ended up sexually assaulting MechSoldierSalvatore while I was in the bathroom. Hey, what the hell are you doing in here?
Yeah, bitch, get out.
Oh.
He's not a bitch. He's not a bitch.
I can never not make that joke.
You get all the bitches.
Is
even though
he
you
a
don't
good
have any
dog?
balls.
Is he a good dog? Okay, I guess he's not a good dog then.
Huh? What?
We asked if he was a good dog and you didn't respond, so he must be a bad dog.
Okay, you better not jump on my lap. You can
Nope,
be in here, just don't bark, just don't jump on my lap.
Big old dog on a tiny mech.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh gosh.
He thinks he's a lap dog, he's not.
As I
Hey,
was
shut
saying, I had that I had the custom firmware on there, which allowed me to do something else too. I copied parts of Halo 2 onto the hard drive. I didn't have enough room on the hard drive to copy it all, but I could copy enough to play like certain missions, mostly single player stuff.
What was the size of the hard drive?
I have one right over here. Hold on.
And you've got everything.
This
under-
is the hard drive. This is the very hard drive. Let me see if it actually
200-something
says it anywhere.
gigabytes.
No. Nowhere near that big. I think it was like just it doesn't actually say, I think. That's kind of weird. It was just mass produced to the point that you couldn't.
Because it makes me wonder, like, what was the
Hold on, I have the model. There's a model name written on here. Let me type that in. WD
scavenger hunt.
EB
The quest begins.
dash 2 8 DFH2. What are you? This is an 8 gigabyte ATA 100 hard drive. This thing alone on eBay is going for $150.
8 gigabyte.
Yep, it's an IDE parallel ATA hard drive. This thing uses the ribbon cable.
This holds 32 gigabytes.
This one is an 8 gigabyte. I also have
This.
a 4 gigabyte
32.
and a 32.
I have 2 1 terabytes in my computer, but the thing is, this is something that would fit in the Xbox and be recognized. That's probably why it has value for like collector markets and stuff.
I see.
But from there, I didn't, as I was saying, I didn't have enough room to put Halo 2 in its entirety on there. But I could get the key files and then pull in some of the single-player missions to play around with. But that also meant that, because of this custom firmware, I had access to FTP. I could access every single file on the Xbox from my computer over the network. So that allowed me to take, this includes not just the single-player maps, but the downloadable multiplayer maps for Halo 2. Although I couldn't touch the maps that came with, but I could touch the downloadable maps, because I had to use an actual disc to play online. Has to do with how the operating system loads. It's all weird. I'll explain that in a bit, but any of the multiplayer maps, I could bring that custom content to play with other people. And it was beautiful. I had these crazy variants. I assume you guys have played at least one Halo game, right?
Oh, yeah.
Big Halo fan right here.
I played...
Have you played both Halo 2?
Halo 2, regrettably Halo 3.
Well, the thing is, I had a game mode I made, which was during the era that precluded Infection on Halo 3. There was a zombies variant on Halo 2. It was an odd variant of Team Deathmatch, and a lot of the stuff had to be done manually, like the team switching. And you would start with a sword and a pistol. The zombies would get to use the sword, they'd be green team, and the humans would get to use the pistol, they'd be red team. And if you get killed by a zombie, you have to swap to green team on the spot. And people like to call out people on that because it was fun to get on people's asses. But my variant was called Super Zombie. I would take an entire lobby of me and I think it was, 15 other people? And I would have increased speed, increased jump height, increased jump control. The amount of control you have running on the ground, that's the same amount of control I had while jumping. Instead of just jump and you can kind of nudge yourself. No, I had full control. My sword lunge distance was over double. And it was an entire team of 15 versus me as the one zombie. And they had so much fun with that variant, though. I would be jumping around the place. There'd be dozens of pistols going off, shooting at me. And if they pinged me in the head, I'd die pretty much instantly, because I think we had shields turned off at the time, because if you get slashed by a sword in that game, it's a one-hit kill. You're dead. So the shields didn't really matter on the other end. So the zombies didn't have shields. And it was hectic as all hell. And then when I converted someone, they were a normal zombie. And they would go about trying to get the red people normally, and I'd still be the super zombie there. And it's weird. Instead of the human to zombie ratio going like a kind of a just like an uphill line, it was more like it starts out with me having a ton of trouble, and then I get someone, and then it starts going up exponentially in ease for the zombies. Because we get our numbers back, and there's the super zombie. Then there was one other variant, which was probably the one they enjoyed the most. Do you remember the Scarab gun from Campaign?
Yes. I remember seeing some mods and hacks where people could bring that in.
Imagine those type of guns, except it's every gun.
Yes. I remember that. I wanted to do that to my Xbox.
But
I desperately wanted that.
But all of the 15 people with those guns are on the same team. Why do you think?
To fight the super zombie.
You're close. To fight a 99.9% invincible flying tank. Because I swapped out the metas for the Scorpion tank with that of the Banshee on my copy, so I could fly the tank. And the turret, I set the cannon to be fully automatic, and the machine gun, I quadrupled its fire rate and turned on auto-aim. I normally didn't use the machine gun. That was more like a, like if people were fighting each other for whatever reason, that was just a, until you guys make up, no one gets to play. Because I was basically the enforcer, like if you guys play nice, yeah, we can play. If they don't play nice, nobody gets to play. Which, it kind of encouraged team play, and they put their differences behind them, and they had a good time, and it was wonderful.
Yes, Scarab Gun was lovely.
Do you remember the Sentinel beam?
Yes.
I turned that into a joke gun. Its fire distance, I dropped it down to melee range, yet they would still see the beam. And they'd be hitting you with a beam and nothing would be happening. And then they go up point blank, and oh, now it's finally doing damage. What the fuck is with this thing? It was meant to just be a joke gun. Then the pistol would fire rockets. Every pistol shot was a rocket.
Oh my god! Run for your lives! He's got the Halo 1 pistol!
Yeah. Then the plasma rifle. That one I tried to make as close to the Scarab gun as I can, because the Scarab beam isn't actually in the multiplayer maps. That I swapped with the Wraith mortar, so it was more like an arcing blue beam of death, instead of a green straight beam of death. Yeah. I don't remember what I did with the red plasma rifle. The shotgun, instead of firing about 15 pellets, fired 15 sniper rounds. There was just a cone of contrails, and it was beautiful. The battle rifle fired sniper rounds as well, but that was more of a control weapon for me to make sure people played nice. The sniper rifle fired tank shells, because why not?
I like
the plasma pistol would drop plasma grenades at your feet. It was really weird. And if you charged it up, it would fire a Wraith mortar and drop 3 plasma grenades at your feet. It was really stupid.
So how did you get the... Wait, so did you mod the game so that all these features would happen to it? Or how did it get like that?
Well, the way Halo 2 worked is whoever was hosting would be sending out their weapon variables to everyone.
So it was like
I modified the
private
map
server?
files. We would manipulate the game to make sure I'm host, like creating a lobby, having one person join. If the stuff doesn't work, we systematically make one person leave, and when they leave, it would take you to a big old loading screen like they did in Halo 3, where it swaps host, and we would use that until it picks me.
So
And
this was all on the original Xbox, all of this. Because all of this just sounds like PC mods, but on
Yes.
a console,
This
like
was Halo 1.
This.
This was the kind of shit you found on Halo 1 PC.
Oh, people did mods
Yes.
to this stuff on the PC version
Yes.
of Halo. Because I have Halo 1 on.
Yes.
That was the first PC game I ever played, because I got my start on Halo on the PC, not the Xbox.
Now, what sucks is I tried to get the PC version. By the time I was trying to get it, they had stopped selling them.
Was it the PC version of 1 or 2?
1.
Ah.
I don't think there was a PC version of 2.
Oh yeah, there was. There was games for Windows, for Vista.
Yeah, didn't Halo 2 only work on Vista? Like it wouldn't work on 7?
Yeah, only on Vista, I believe.
That's a load of shit.
And that's because Microsoft was going through this whole games for Windows Live bullshit, because they tried to be dominant in PC gaming again, and PC gaming again, but it
And
didn't work.
Steam kicks their ass.
Yeah, but so now So the first sign that Microsoft is actually going to work at PC gaming again is, I believe this is in 2012, they released Alan Wake on Steam. Because Microsoft published that.
Yeah.
And now they're going to release Ori and the Blind Forest on, I believe, on Steam, too.
Yeah, Games for Windows Live is a shell of its former self. What it is, you can't make new purchases off of Games for Windows Live. That's getting turned off. The service is only enabled to the extent that you can download the stuff you've purchased. That's all that's left of Games for Windows Live.
So that was a client. It was a client like Steam, but, but with 100% added bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really liked their bullshit with Games for Windows Live.
Yeah, I remember.
Uplay enabled.
Oh god,
Oh, God.
It's terrible. The thing is, this is why I'm never going to purchase a Ubisoft game for the PC ever.
Well, it's kind of funny with the with Ubisoft games on Steam. It actually uses a Sado Uplay client. It doesn't use a true Uplay client. Its client, it only works to the extent that it can only be ran when the game is ran. And it's completely different when you actually have Uplay. I have both Uplay and I have Ubisoft games on Steam, which is really weird how it works. Because
I remember Angry Joe getting all pissed off that Uplay for PC games is still applicable even if you buy it from Steam.
Yeah.
Because it makes it a hell of a lot more difficult.
Far Cry 3.
So whenever you buy a Ubisoft game on PC, it's better to just use the regular Uplay app?
No, you get more functionality by doing it off of Steam, because you get the Steam interaction, and then it still integrates with Uplay. It's just that you can't download that game through Uplay ever, but it recognizes enough on Uplay so you can still get like the Uplay events or whatever.
I see. Yeah, because I remember it being a pain in the ass, because I remember when Assassin's Creed 3 came out, I bought that for the 360 on day one. And I remember I couldn't play the game for like an hour because it couldn't log into Uplay servers.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
I got pissed off because... I was one of the people that pre-ordered Watch Dogs.
Oh god.
When it came out, when I was trying to hack people, when I was trying to do the missions and stuff, I kept getting disconnected because their servers weren't working right.
Oh god damn Uplay.
Yep.
Even worse.
And then comes up the whole E3 graphics being turned off that actually shipped with the game, and then it turns out.
Shit on.
And then the E3 graphics turned out were more fucking optimized than the one they shipped with. The game ran better on the higher E3 graphics.
But even still, those E3 settings were nowhere near, looked nowhere near close as good as the original version, as the original E3 demo did.
No, that's the graphics that were on the E3 demo. That's the ones that were disabled and then shipped hidden in the game, completely locked out. Like, they are there. They are there and enableable, but you have to mod the game to access them.
Yeah.
And there's a whole player-created project to actually bring all those settings back online.
I remember all of that stuff, and I heard that Ubisoft released a patch later that disables that and makes sure you can't get all that.
I haven't heard about that part. I haven't heard about them releasing
I heard a patch that disables it, where they didn't say it does, but they
there's
did evil French bastards.
There's ways around it.
French bastard.
People
I can imagine
find a way
Yves
around it.
Guillemot. That's how you pronounce his name, by the way, Yves Guillemot. I can just imagine him, because if you've seen the Ubisoft E3 conferences, he looks like a James Bond villain. He looks and sounds like one. You know, when he just rubs his hands when he's talking to Aisha Tyler, he just looks like a Bond villain. But anyway, so you can just imagine him like just spreading butter on a French baguette. Or saying, yes, we will disable these settings that will make the game better. You will, I know, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
And their fucking bullshit excuse the whole time was, oh, we don't want to overshadow the consoles.
Which is complete bullshit. They should make each version look the best it can possibly be. I'm so sick and tired of like them trying to brainwash the people that don't understand the technical side of consoles and PC. But it's shit like this that pisses me off to no end. Or like where you're trying to disguise the truth. And the other thing too,
that's kind of funny. You're a console gamer. And you even think this is bullshit.
Yeah, because I don't like it. I don't like it when a fucking corporation lies about trying to cover bullshit. Let the truth come out. You know,
exactly.
They said that the Division is already gonna get downgraded. The Division is already gonna get fucking downgraded. And I hate this fucking shit because he said for console equality, fuck console equality, make the PC version look good! What the fuck is wrong with them?
Oh my gosh.
Didn't Titanfall for the PC have an Ultra HD setting for it?
Oh yeah, you can make it run in 4K.
Yep.
Yeah.
PC versions almost always have high definition textures and stuff to it.
Yeah, PC shouldn't be limited by the standards of the consoles. Consoles are good because they know exactly what hardware they're working with, and they know how to set it for that. PC is good because you don't have to worry so much about meeting a set criteria.
And the other thing that I noticed too is that because PC, the sales of games on PC are for Ubisoft, we should say, is much lower than it is on consoles. It's like, then why should we put all this effort if we're going to get the maximum amount of our revenue from the consoles anyway? I'm thinking how they go about it.
As a PC gamer,
it should piss you the fuck off.
It pisses me off, yeah.
Yeah.
And I know the game's gonna be fun to play, but I can't trust Ubisoft to not gimp the fucking graphics.
Because they're lazy.
Yeah. It's pure laziness. That's all it is. They can try to sugarcoat it as much as they want. Oh, we want to keep parody. No. That's bullshit.
That's all just PR brainwashing speak for all the casuals.
Now, when I first saw it, I would just figure, they had a deadline to meet and they didn't meet it. There was lack of optimization.
They were supposed to release Watch Dogs a year ago, and then they delayed it
to make it look worse.
Yeah, that I suspect that is why it was delayed. Is that the corporate buttfuckers up there, as I like to call them? Because that's
fuckers.
It's pretty much the publishers telling the developers, we don't want the PC version to look incredible, to make it to outperform the console version so much. So you know what? Hey. So this is what the publisher said to the developer. Hey, PC people. Yeah. That's exactly what they said, pretty much.
Yep.
Thank you. I'm taking my money back.
Yep, it's they bent over the PC users and right up the ass.
And it scares me because
bend over and grab their ankles.
And it scares me because I wanted the Division to look as good as it did. Because my jaw couldn't stay shut when I saw that demo for the Division. It's like those graphics look so incredible. I mean, even it's not just the graphics, just the detail. Like everyone points out, he shuts the car door. I mean, all this stuff, and just seeing the way the bullet holes, the way the light reflects through and every single angle, all that stuff looked incredible. And now that I know it's never going to look like that, even though it's going to only be on PS4 and Xbox One, not the older consoles, so it makes you think they would be able to make it look like that and not have to sacrifice anything on the PC version. But no, they're just going to lower the visual fidelity. just like Watch Dogs.
It's like, why go through all the effort of making that E3 demonstration look so good if you're not actually going to use those assets?
It's all to brainwash people. That's all it's
exactly.
for. And that's why, Rainbow Six Siege, I noticed the graphics on Rainbow Six Siege, if you start to notice, they don't look that amazing. I guess they're starting to be more realistic now.
Yep.
On the topic of hype, unfortunately I've fallen for a few other things such as Elder Scrolls Online and its hype.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I didn't buy it.
Yeah. Because I was telling you the shit I had to go through. Okay, I buy the game. Wait, I can't play it immediately? What? I have to choose a subscription beforehand? Wait, I have to pay you guys now? What? What is going on? Why are these...
Have you heard about the billing issues behind ESO?
Oh.
Jaren?
I have not, because
oh, this is
I don't play MMOs. I don't know anything about. I really don't know too much about them, so I really don't follow anything that has to do with them.
Here's the bullshit behind it. You pay $60 for a game.
Mm-hmm. On the PC version.
And it says, it comes with 30 free days of access.
Yeah, and you would think you put in your code, make an account. Oh, let's do my 30 days, see if the game's any good, and if I like it, hey, I'll buy another month. That's normally how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
And to verify you're a human, they'll make you put in billing information, but they don't actually test that billing information. They don't actually send any charges to that until your 30 days is up. What Elder Scrolls Online did is they were putting holds on accounts for the $15 the moment you put in the billing information at the start of your 30 free days.
Oh, not
and
just
for that
$15.
entire time, you did not have access to that money. And what it was supposed to do, as they claim, is it was to verify that it was an accurate billing information.
And then we would have immediately taken it off. And it wasn't just $15. It would have even affected those who would have paid the several $100 yearly subscriptions.
Yes. If you select the yearly, it'll put a hold on that entire amount.
Wait, how much was the yearly?
It was like
$100-something. Like
$100-something. Exactly. And even worse than that. There's something worse.
Play MMOs.
There's something worse.
Oh, good lord, what is it?
For certain account types, they don't do holds. They charge it right then and there. Before your 30 free days even start, you're already in the hole for however many months you selected, if you have that account type.
I saw that, and my response was, oh, hell no, I am not about to give them my debit card information.
You should have seen
contact customer support.
You should have seen the fucking uproar on the forums, on YouTube channels. Oh my gosh, it was everywhere. And they just, like, as a frantic response, they started handing out, like, one-day keys to people just to bypass that. And that doesn't actually fix the situation. And the thing is, you could have put in a prepaid card, like you can do with, like, World of Warcraft and stuff. The problem is, the prepaid cards weren't available for, like, another half of a month, and in some places up to 2 months later. So there was no way for them to get past the whole credit card thing. Some people couldn't actually play their game that they paid for at all. And I'm a 3-time beta tester for the damn thing. And
And you would think
Damn.
that all these issues would be figured out during the beta, because that's the entire point of a goddamn motherfucking beta.
I mean, yeah, we
Well,
both
even-
ended up going through the beta.
You went through like 1 or 2, I think. I went through more.
2.
Yeah.
Oh god, that is just some... Oh, fuck.
Well, the thing is, it is a norm to put in billing information. It's not a norm to actually send any type of billing stuff to that account when you're supposed to be getting 30 free days.
Because I remember we got into a battle with somebody who was arguing with us about that.
And we ripped them the fuck apart on it.
Yeah.
Every time they tried to make a retort, we tore it apart. They didn't have any ground. They built a fucking house on sand during an earthquake
You know, this...
in a flood zone.
You know, when you talk about this whole retort thing, and they're trying to, like fanboys still trying to defend their fucking piece of shit, this reminds me...
I am an Elder Scrolls fanboy, and I think it's bullshit.
Yeah,
I went through the effort of putting PC mods on the console version of Morrowind. And got it to work.
You know, this whole thing, it reminds me of people arguing about Rise of the Tomb Raider being exclusive to Xbox One thing. But no, that whole deal is bullshit to the industry, because I would not have a problem with it if Microsoft were the ones publishing it or helping fund development, but they're not. The Rise of the Tomb Raider was going to come out either way, no matter if Microsoft was going to get involved or not. And the thing is, all this did was Microsoft paid Square Enix a shitload of money. And the thing that really pisses me off is that Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris, which is that it was just a co-op top-down twin-stick shooter game. They were saying, like, the people from Crystal Dynamics, they said in the Tumblr post, oh, but we're not abandoning PS4 and PC players. Because we're giving you this instead, as if we're supposed to accept that we're going to get the same amount of satisfaction if we're playing that fucking thing instead of the real installment. I don't care. I'm sure that's going to be a fine game, but I don't give a shit about that.
Oh, Angry Joe was pissed.
Oh, yeah. I was... Oh, yeah.
I love Angry Joe.
Me too.
He speaks his mind, and I love it.
Yep.
There are a few examples where a paid exclusive is a good thing, like in the case of Bayonetta 2. Like, that game would have never been made in the first place had it not received funding from Nintendo.
Yeah.
It would have never been made. But this is not the case with Rise of the Tomb Raider. The game was pretty much done when this deal was made. It was practically done.
Yeah, and the other thing, too, that sucks... Well, not sucks, but one other thing I've observed is that no one got this mad when Dead Rising 3 was an Xbox One exclusive. And yet, that is a third-party exclusive, but...
Beep.
So, one thing so if the devil's advocate here is, why is it that people are so mad at Rise of the Tomb Raider being an Xbox One exclusive when Dead Rising 3 was also?
Probably because
No one
Tomb Raider
cares too
has...
much.
Well, I've actually
Indeed.
heard that Dead Rising 3 didn't actually turn out that good. That's the thing.
I heard mixed reviews.
I heard it was decent.
Yeah.
Like, you could get some enjoyment out of it.
But the thing is, Rise of the Tomb Raider is supposed to be a huge shit that you know is going to be really good.
If it's a sequel to the Tomb Raider reboot,
Which
it's
it
gonna
is.
be good. Of course people are gonna be pissed.
And the thing is, that's what's going to be really good about this is because because they've already set everything up with the previous game. With this one, it's just go. Let's see what the fuck Laura does. I mean, a PTSD.
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah. Oh god, I'm struggling to come up with the word. A PTSD suffering Lara Croft is supposed to be the main thing about this game. I want to see that. and I'm not going to get to play it unless I have to throw down $460.
If she's having flashbacks of fighting bears and people in Arctic caves who have AKs and flares and some giant fucking treasure cave, something dramatic had to have happened to give her post-traumatic stress disorder.
And from how gritty the last one was, if they're going to continue in that direction, let it make rated M, can make it bloody and gory as fuck. Can you imagine? I just imagine how good this game is going to be. Now, when I'm talking about how mad I am still going to play this game no matter what. This is in my top 10 most anticipated games of 2015. However, all that being said, the main reason why they did this is because Phil Spencer said, who I believe he is a good guy at Microsoft. He cares about the games. What he said was, we don't have something to compete with Uncharted. But the thing that pisses me off about that is, instead of coming up with their own Microsoft-published IP to compete with an adventure game in the sort of Uncharted, instead they just took one that already exists.
Well, I'm kind of iffy on if Spencer actually had a hand in this deal, because the thing is, I saw a
well, he is the head of Xbox.
Even then, he's probably got people under him that manage more specific things.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And there was talks of a deal that's in just the initial talk phase of selling Xbox to Warner Brothers, who currently has a stake in Machinima, and the possibility of those two merging. And as we know, Machinima is a low-ass organization that treats their partners horribly.
Machinima.com, they're the company that makes fancy pants.
And they're also the company that paid people to not say you were getting paid by Machinima to say, hey guys, I love the Xbox One!
Yeah, that's illegal. That's illegal. You're supposed
to... I made a red video about that, and my face turned red in that video that I made about that.
Yeah, you are required by law, if you do a paid promotion, you have to say somewhere clearly that this is a paid promotion. And you could argue that even the description is not an adequate place to put that this is a paid promotion. Like, if you put it like as a snippet at the beginning of the video, you're not gonna miss it if you watch it. You'll know right off the bat this is a paid promotion. And then at that point, there's no deception, because you know it's a paid promotion. And that's why I liked Total Biscuit's stance on it, because even him, who believes wholeheartedly in openly saying that this is a paid promotion, even he feels that the description is inadequate, which he's used in the past. And he's gone back and rethought it, and his stance now is he's going to put a snippet at the beginning of every one of his paid promotions saying, hey, this is a paid promotion. These might not necessarily be my views. But even then, he tends to go off to the, excuse me, Grandma. The types of promotions where he doesn't actually give an opinion. Like, have you seen when, like, I think it was Jesse Cox that was in it, and the Pacific Rim thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they didn't really give any opinions on that. That was just a really cool fucking video.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't give any opinions, so that's the type of stuff he wants to go for, where he doesn't actually give an opinion that's been bought. And that's the kind of deal he likes to do. If he's gonna get paid, yeah, I'll do something for your game, but don't expect me to give an opinion on it. Which is a nice stance to have, and I commend him on it.
So, do we have any other topics to discuss, or are we gonna wrap it up, or is that it? Or
I think we're out of topics.
Like, you can see the entire spectrum. Like, you can see my face go more and more from being confused to, like, just being completely run dry. I've said spent all my energy getting mad at Microsoft and Ubisoft and EA and Nintendo.
Just
Probably-
fuck
it probably
on,
feels
I'm
good to get
switching
it
over
out,
to
though.
PC gaming.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and we get to do it all over again on the N4G TV podcast tomorrow, live stream
Yep.
tomorrow, Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Which is, I
Go
think,
watch.
12 p.m. Central.
Yes.
Me and Jen are
Where-
going to be
where-
on the podcast tomorrow.
Yeah, and
over
where-
on twitch.tv, twitch.tv/N4G TV.
And
You
where
guys do that?
where are you two from?
I am over in Missouri.
I'm from Ohio.
Okay, and I am from Texas.
Ah, my friend Johnny moved over there.
What city?
I think Houston.
Oh, that's where I am.
So we're out of topics. I think it's time to do our outro plug. So, Jaren, tell us what you plan to be doing on your channel and where we can find you.
Okay, well, pretty much what I always do. Whenever there's any gaming news that breaks and I want to discuss it, I make a video of me talking about that. And then whenever there's any big, huge game I'm interested in playing, I will record myself of me doing a playthrough with that, with commentary. And the thing is, no one watches my gameplay videos. I get like almost less than 10 views on all of those, except for the time I played played PT, which I claimed was a full playthrough, but I only got through 20 minutes of it. But I got over 2,000 views on that, so that's good. But
And it even says
a
in
lot
the
of pissed
description,
off
I
comments.
can't continue this game.
yeah, so now I have I have 373 subscribers. I would appreciate if anyone watched this could subscribe to my videos, because if you liked my crazy ass here, you will like my crazy ass in my videos. YouTube.com/MrGamingGuitarist. I'm pretty sure Sanctus next is going to add an annotation where I just click my fakes and my channel pops up.
Well, it's going to be clickable in the description.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to be up on your face. I haven't done annotations in so long.
I hate
Yeah,
that.
you're a pain in the ass.
Not since me and Mech did Hexit, I think.
Yeah. That is.
There might have been a little bit of it in Attack of the Beat Team. I think that died
Little
after
bit.
a while.
Yeah.
So
Just
Mech,
go to our channels.
so Mech, what do you plan to do, and where can we find you?
Well, I'm working on a few Gary's Mod short video stuff. Those seem to be grabbing me quite a few views. People are telling me I need to make more of them because they're finding it entertaining, surprisingly. I'm doing the Stanley Parable at the moment, the Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning.
Which doesn't a family member of yours have a hand in that?
Yes. Yes. His name is on the cover. You will figure it out. I'm trying to do something with you, but can't really.
It's more of an idea at the moment. I'll explain the idea, but it's a collection of multiple different ideas, and we're not sure where we're gonna take it.
Yep. Because we need to do another Minecraft series.
Yep.
Yep. And once I start my animation classes, I hope to do some little animation stuff.
Nice.
Stuff.
So where can they
And
find
you
you?
YouTube.com/MechSoldierSalvatore.
MechSoldierSalvatore, got it.
No, that's this guy, MechSoldier. Hi.
Okay, well I'm the Sanctus Next. You can find me here on Twitch or YouTube. It's on screen. But I plan to continue the WoW series. I don't know how much longer Borderlands 2 is going to be going on, because I'm not actually sure how far we are in the game.
I forgot I dropped this in the toilet!
He put it on his ear.
You got piss on your ear! Hooray!
Piss on your ear! Look at him fucking.
Yeah, it looks like you got urine.
So how's that piss on your ear?
You know,
Cold.
you know that you're cold. Yikes.
Well,
Cold
it should
piss
be
on your
warm.
ear.
I think it's been, what,
An hour?
There was a
You,
time
you,
when I
you didn't
accidentally...
think to rinse it off?
Oh yeah, I did. Who are you people? Why are you in my shower?
Damn it. Well, so as I was saying, I plan to continue WoW. Borderlands 2, I don't know how much longer it's going on because I'm not sure how far we are in the game. Me and Mech and another guy named Sealboy are in the talks of possibly creating another Minecraft series. Possibly multiple, and I'm not sure how they'd go. And that's all for the podcast, so... I'll see y'all later.